Hello and welcome back. Last time we set up the next science and it required... well, let's go a step back. The science isn't running. The reason it isn't running is because it's not getting this gas, which is ammonia. If we look at the ammonia build, where's that hiding? Here. The reason the ammonia build isn't running is because it's not getting hydrogen. Okay, so I'm stood by the hydrogen build. The reason this isn't running is because the oxygen output is full. Okay, so we need to get rid of the oxygen somehow, because we're obviously not consuming enough of it. Okay, so I think what I need is an overflow valve. And that's there. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put it in the system, but the idea is it's going to overflow and then I'm going to somehow void the oxygen. And I believe oxygen can be voided in one of these machines, but let's have a look. No. Okay. Not in one of those. So, can it be voided in one of the atmosphere machines? Let's go have a quick look. I've got lost in my own base. It's getting big. Oh, yeah, one of these things. Right, let's have a look. And I'm lost again. I'm beginning to think I should just need teleports where I can name a recipe and it teleports me to where the recipe is. Okay. Here. I don't have any of those in my inventory. Okay, well that will have to happen, I guess. So this oxygen here, obviously I need to make sure that it is the high priority oxygen. I just want to double check that I did do that. Yeah, so this happens to be 20k. But it should only be active when we have less than 5k in the system. So when this bleeds through, we'll guarantee to consume from the water splitting. Alright, this still hasn't appeared. What else? Right, while I'm waiting for a construction drone to come for that, I have been out and I have acquired this petroleum. It required me to dismantle 3 bases. That's fine. This is full already. Oh, that's pretty good. So I think we're keeping up with consumption now. I had a bit of a problem when I was building this. I put out some bots, and when they put down this, they triggered a tree that went... There you are. Went into a nuclear blast, which took out both the bot and also split the network in 2. So we've got some very sad construction bots which don't really know where they're supposed to be, which have drifted all the way across the map. Anyway, not to bother. So I've taken out several nests in this arena, and then I've been putting down these squares of turrets just to bookmark the land as definitely being mine. Okay, we have this thing now. So I want to void vent oxygen, sorry. And this presumably doesn't run very quickly. Okay, so that... Oh, this vent's 120. Okay, and the whole of this produces... Sorry, 1020. Okay, so I think just a handful of these is going to be sufficient. I'm not quite sure the right place to put these so that it looks neat and tidy. I don't think it's many we need, is it? I want to make sure we can run this at full whack if we needed to. 120 versus... Sorry, 1200 versus 7. So I'm going to need 6 of these. Is it 6 or 5? It is 6, yeah. Let's put... We can do 3 and 3, I guess. Yeah, that's neat, isn't it? And I could do another overflow valve this side for symmetry. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll do that. Alright, so that should get our oxygen restarted. But I didn't want to do oxygen today. That was just something I got forced into. So let's find a bit of somewhere. Come on, let me through, let me through. Alright, so I would like to make modules. Can we tick something off? We can. Next science can be ticked off. Brilliant. We are researching beacons, but I can't tick those off yet. Okay. Sulfuric acid from sulfur chunks I'm not doing today. Modules is what we're doing. Okay, so let's have a look. If I wanted to craft a module. So a speed module requires a module core and some liquid nitrogen. Speed 2 requires another module core, 2 speed modules and simulation data. So that looks fine. This is energy crystals and module core. This is advanced circuits and module core. Module core, blah blah blah, simulation data. So, yeah, module cores are the thing. Okay, so let's see if module cores are here. Module core here. Energy crystal, module part, and industrial glass. We have industrial glass already, and energy crystals. Then this is electronic parts, ceramic, and crushed gold. So that looks really easy. So the open question is whether module part is used for anything except module cores. Okay, so module part is only used in module cores. Okay, so the module part recipe happens in an assembler. So I think we just have a look at what the assembler ratio is, and we're going to continue to with our plan of scaling up to the next tech of machines. So module core, module part. So this produces 18 and a bit modules per minute, which is quite a lot. And this is matched, so this is a 1-to-1. And then I don't know if we can module this or not. It looks like there's quite a few tiers of modules. Okay, so up to tier 6 and then Gauss. So module cores looks like it's going to be a thing we heavily invest in. I don't know if we can prod mod them. Okay. So this is very simple. It's just the ingredient we're making and then 2 belted in. This needs gold and 2 ingredients. So, crushed gold, sorry. So I need a crusher. Crushed gold. And we only need a little bit of crushed gold. So this requires 37 units of crushed gold. This produces 120, 30, 60, 90, 120. So it's a 3-to-1 and something in hand. We can do it as a 2-to-1 and complete overkill. That's fine as well. Okay. So this needs some inputs, and then it's going to produce a product. So we'll have a split belt for inputs, and that'll be the product belt. This needs an input belt. And again, this will be a split belt. And then this needs the gold bullion. And that's our build, I think. Let's put this down. And cut that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip. And we've got the same problem we've had before with the Roboport. Okay. We can re-engineer this side, actually. Is it? Yeah, it's only an issue with those belts. Okay. I think that will work. So... grab this and flip. Okay, we still have the one errant belt. Not a problem. There we are. This may be completely overkill, but I'd rather go for overkill in this kind of thing. Alright. Then it looks like there's going to be nowhere for substations in here. Although I could adjust the build so that there is. It's going to be a lot neater with substations, isn't it? Okay, let's do that while we can. Okay, so this moves back one. All of these go. And these become red arms. Cool. Alright. Ah, no, that doesn't work. Okay. Let's try again. Can I power it up with substations from in here? I've got a feeling they're too far away from one another. They're not going to quite meet in the middle. Let's put down... No, they've got a 2-tile gap in the middle. That's a non-starter. Okay, so it looks like it is going to be ugly power poles instead. Alright. Good. Is that actually what I want? It's a bit annoying. I can't carry the pattern over. So that's quite neat. That would require these to be split. There's no problem with that. Alright, so let's just take this with the power poles. And does that fit there? No. Where does the next one go then? Just trying to think where the next power pole would go into the build. That would be the obvious place, wouldn't it? Okay, let's do it like this. I know I'm overthinking this. But this will at least work, and it's neat. Okay. But you can see why I would have preferred to use substations. Okay, that's all that. So then we need to bring in the actual materials. Okay, so this can be gold. And that's going to need to go in. We're going to be quite tight here, I think, for real estate. That doesn't look quite right, does it? Okay. This needs electronic parts and ceramic, so that's 2 inputs there. And we don't have enough space. Okay, we could do it there and there. Alright, so this would be electronic parts and ceramic, which I can't see. There it is. Okay. Yeah. Then this is crystals and industrial glass. Let's put it there to match. So this is crystals, industrial. No, that's an EU magnet apparently. Not be confused with EU magnates. Okay, is glass under here? Industrial glass. Okay, so then what I have left is the gold, which I have to get into here. Okay. Have a quick look. I can't loop this up and over. So this would have to be, if we were doing a loop-the-loop, this would have to be the dead end. Because clearly I could do something like this and this, but then I still need to get into here somehow. Okay, is there a possibility? I'm just wondering if I can pinch a tile somewhere. Can I bring this input up from the top somewhere? And then send it in a loop from the top? I think I can. Okay, this is becoming a bit of a thing though, isn't it? Okay, so if we had an underground there, pick that up, put that there. Then we can do that. Okay. So that would bring these two materials down this belt. Then I can obviously bring them in and up here. And a red should not quite bridge that distance, that's annoying. Alright, so we could underground one tile here, which gets us through the gap. Yep, so that's got these in. Around here, up there. So then the thing we haven't got is the gold. And then that's no longer a problem because... Is it no longer a problem? It is still a problem. No, it's not. No, it's not a problem. Okay, so this can be the gold bullion. So we can have one going that way. Ah, and then I have a similar problem with the undergrounds here. Okay. What if this was at the top? And this can move down one. This moves down one. This moves down. This is down. This is down. And that's there. Okay. Alright, so do I want to limit these? They seem quite expensive, so let's limit it to one row. We've got our beacons installed, researched, so let's do efficiency 2. Lab research speed. Artillery, I'm really keen to get artillery. And then I should do... Should I do these two? Probably not. Artillery itself is useful at this point. However, the Tech 2 personal battery, that's a little way away. Okay, but okay, so let's beeline to a better suit. And then we can go for the frost-powered version of that better suit. Yeah, and that's our next collection of research goals. Okay, let's fire this up and see if it behaves. And fingers crossed, we actually have enough petroleum this time. I'm really pleased with this build. It's a really nice, neat, compact build. Yeah. So, what's the next thing after this? I need speed modules and I need efficiency modules. I think that's pretty self-evident. But let's look at how difficult they are to build. So speed modules needs liquid nitrogen, okay, which we're not currently making. Beacons we can just make in the make everything. These are module core and advanced circuits, so that looks really simple. The liquid nitrogen, how long does this take to craft? 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds, okay. So let's get beacons being made in our factory. There we go. And I've no idea how many beacons you need in this mod. Alright, so we're going to say that we need enable when beacons is less than, I don't know, 20. At some point we'll go mad with beacons, but that day is not here. Okay, so the next thing is liquid nitrogen. That's the next thing we need to look at. Okay, liquid nitrogen is made from nitrogen in a hypercooler. Good. Right, so that looks like a machine we need to make. Hypercooler. Okay, and let's set this to some limit. Connect, I want hypercoolers to be less than 10, I guess? I don't know. And I also want to add hypercooler on there. Now, is liquid nitrogen something that's widely used? And why have we got 24 flashes? Oh, because that's fine. All right. So liquid nitrogen. It's used in superior data, plasma data, plasma data, plasma data, magnetized data, fusion data, neobidium plate, speed module, neo transport belts, neo undergrounds, cryo containers, neo splitters. Okay, so it's used in fusion data. I'm guessing this is something that's going to require a lot of input. It's used in various datas. Okay, so I'm in two minds about whether to make it on-site. One valid option would be to oh, it looks like you just feed it and it works. Okay. And how much does it... Okay, I can't do it because it doesn't have a recipe, but this is going to be more than enough, isn't it, for a module build? Well, we can test that, actually. Let's go find some nitrogen. Are we even getting nitrogen currently? Nitrogen's blue. Yeah, we are doing nitrogen. So let's go over to the nitrogen build. Put this down by a pipe. Oh, disappeared. Well, that was very rude. Let's find the correct blueprint to fill this. Yeah, just as the trees are dying off, they're leaving single square holes in the concrete, which is annoying, but the price of doing business. Good, okay, this now has a recipe. So this produces 120 for 3,000. Sorry, 1,200 for 3,000. And our... These need 25 over 15 seconds, so nearly a sip. Okay, so I think we make this on-site, wherever it is we're building our speed modules. And these are unpowered, okay. Okay, let's move this. Move these up to a slightly neater position then. There we go. Okay. I'm in two minds about whether I should be shipping liquid nitrogen around or just making it where it's needed. I'm going to make it where it's needed this time. Okay. So let's put down an assembler. This is going to make speed ones. Okay, and this hypercooler obviously makes liquid nitrogen. I'm guessing we do need to use the insulated pipes for this. Good. And in the base game, 10 of these is about right, but I don't know here if that's the case. Okay, so that would use 1,000 coolant. So I think that's right. I think that's near enough what we were aiming for. And this just needs module cores. Do we even need a separate belt? I think just for the sake of cleanliness, we'll use a separate belt. May have to move the whole of this build in a moment if it doesn't quite line up properly. Okay. So grab that. Do I want to do that? No, I don't think I do. Okay. So that reaches just fine. Okay, this is the neater option. So this is going to be the frames. So we will request them. These are the module cores, sorry. No. Module cores. Then we will input the nitrogen here. So it's just nitrogen gas this requests. Then that powers the entire thing. And what else? I feel like I'm missing something. Let's limit that. So we have no product. Because the crushed gold is never... This is why I have to always watch builds actually run rather than just design them. Okay, that should get that going. But this has the liquid nitrogen. Yeah, that has the liquid nitrogen. So we can put in a label for this. There it is, brass tacks. In fact, it's more central there, arguably. Okay, so this is going to be speed modules. Pretty cool. Let's head up here to this. Alright, do we have anywhere that we can fit in a badge in this build? Yeah, I think so. We can fit one in there. Is that a bit low? Yeah, it will do. I can only do what I can do with these builds. So this is the speed module frame. And that is where... I've lost it. Module core. Good. Okay, so why is this stopped? Doesn't have module parts. Oh, the output is full. Okay. Okay, now we're fine. Alright, so if I head back to the speed module build, a truck has gone out for these. Any moment now, a truck will come back. Will a truck come back? Yes, a truck will come back. Here it is. Awesome. This is now crafting. It takes 15 seconds. Which seems like an age. There we go. And those go in here. Then, let's head back to our factory area. Okay, so this can request in speed modules. Grab this to there. Put a truck in it. And that is speed modules set up. If I go here, I can grab 5 beacons and we can have a quick look over at the main lab and look at what the options are. Where is the lab? Oh, there. It's not labelled. Alright, so let's put down oh, it requires a fluid. And what is the fluid it needs? It looks like liquid nitrogen again. Is that right? And how many of these am I allowed to put? Okay. So can I request some speed modules now? Yeah. So I think I do need a liquid nitrogen build. Possibly with a dedicated nitrogen build attached. Distribution efficiency 25%, so that's pretty low. Right, what else can we do? So, just for the sake of getting things running, the speed module build is hiding. Possibly not labeled. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's the module cores. There's the speed module build. Oh, it's not. Okay, let's go fix that. Because I won't be able to find it again. If I couldn't find it this time, I won't find it again. On. Okay. Grab a couple of those. Good. Okay, so that's fully beaconed up. So this now has an icon on it. Okay, so I can only put 4 beacons. And then that overloads the machine. So I'm used to that from space exploration. Okay, so then this needs liquid nitrogen to function. So we're going to go back to the speed build. We're going to grab this. Put it there. Add 1 piece of insulated pipe. Can I handcraft some prop mods? I can. And how many modules can this take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That might be worth actually doing. So yeah, let's go grab a couple more cores and just handcraft. Stupid thing. And this is not manufacturing because of the electronic parts. Yeah, electronic parts. So it looks like that's our current bottleneck. Okay. Here we are. So I'd like to grab a few of these. then these can go back now. I don't need any more. So remember, the labs were doing 15 a minute. And these are all active now. So without speed modules, I've gone from 15 a minute to 66 a minute. Good. Assuming the science was running at the same speed. But I think we have to assume that. Okay, and now we're at 57 a minute, but with productivity. So that's a good bet, isn't it? Yeah, we've got productivity bonuses now. So I'm going to call this good. It's obviously consuming a lot less science than we can make, so we may need to put down a second of these. But I don't mind that. It's quite a nice build, isn't it? Let's put down one other module and let that build itself out, but you don't need to watch that. So next I'm going to build out a productivity module build, and I'm going to have a look at why our electronic components are not keeping up. It's going to be something really simple. Okay, so it's just not keeping up. So that's a simple fix. We just need to stamp down a couple more of these. I'm not even going to bother with modules and things at the moment. Okay, let's put one there. And let's put one... don't want to put one there because there's still trees. How about... No, we've already got one over there. Let's put one more up here. Okay, so that should solve our electronic parts problem for now. But we've done quite a lot today. We've doubled our science consumption. We've done our first ever beacons. We have got speed modules automated, and we've got beacons automated. So I'm going to call that a day. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoy how this playthrough is going. If you do, please like, subscribe and tell your friends, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.